Hey everyone. So I wanted to show you how you can take the content that you've generated using an AI program and create bulk posts for social media. Today we're going to use a real life example. Again, I have a private Facebook group, and it's for group coaching, and I am talking about goals currently. And so what I want to do is I want to create some example posts, but there's going to be five, and I know five isn't a lot, but I really don't feel like doing five individual posts, creating them, designing them, doing all of that stuff, formatting them. So we created some content using Chat GPT, and it's all SMART goals. But what I want is I want each of these SMART goals to be on a post of its own. And so what I've done is I've copy and pasted that information onto a regular notepad. I mean, you don't have to, but this is what I do. And so I copy and pasted it onto a notepad just in case, as I already did, started generating more stuff and got off on a tangent. And so now that I have my content generated, I'm going to open an Excel spreadsheet. And what I want to do is I want to make sure that all of the content that I want stuck together is in one cell. I will show you what happens if it is not. So, or what it would look like if I didn't do that. So I would copy and paste information, the content from my notepad to Excel. As you see, it all pasted here, but each line is in its own row, and I don't want that. I want everything in one cell. So I'm going to undo that. I'm going to double click into that one cell and then paste it in there. So now all of my content is in one cell. And as you saw, it completely jacked up my row size, but that's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here. I'm going to widen the width of that cell a little bit. There we go. This doesn't really matter, but um, I'm kind of particular. And then I'm just going to shrink that cell a little bit. There we go. So now I can see all of the information there. The warped size wouldn't mess up our end goal, but I know sometimes people freak, kind of like I do. And so I want to be able to see all of the information that I just posted in that one cell. I'm going to do that same thing for the rest of the information that I have. So I'm going to speed up this part of the video. All right, so now we have all of our content in the spreadsheet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save this as a CSV file, and then we're going to move on to Canva. So now I'm going to go to Canva, and this is going to be for a Facebook group. So I'm going to go to Facebook post, and I'm going to choose a design because I want to save as much time as possible, and I don't want to spend all day going through designs and getting, sidetracked. So I've already found my design, but I want to kind of take you through the steps real quick. So it's going to be goal focused, and I went through here, and I have a lot of information that's going to go on one post. And so initially I liked this design, but I like to also brand the post to my business colors, my business branding. And this has a picture in the background. I really don't feel like looking for a picture that would match my colors. So I found this one right here. This is simple enough. And so now I'm just going to change it to all of my brand colors. Is right. All right, cool. So that looks pretty good as far as the design. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take that file and we're going to kind of upload it to Canva and tell Canva where we want our text to be. So we're going to scroll down here. Let me move myself up here. We're going to scroll down here to, before I forget, don't forget to put your logo. I always do that. All right. Put your logo on your post. And I'm only putting mine, usually I'd put mine in the top like corner, outer corner, but it's the same color as my logo, so you're not gonna be able to see my logo. That's fine, that works for this demo. All right, so now that you have your logo on your design, you're gonna go down to apps, and then you'll see something called bulk create. You're gonna click that, and you have two options: to enter the data manually or to upload the CSV. Now, we want this to be as quick as possible, so we're gonna click on upload CSV. We're then gonna go to wherever you saved your CSV, right in front of me. All right, so it pulls up one of the data fields and it asks you to tell it where you want this information to be posted. And so you're going to right click on the text box, and you're going to hit connect data right here. And you have two options: the data or none. We're going to select the data. All right, we're going to make sure that we have it the way that we want it formatted. So let me go through and format this and put it the way that I want, and I will be right back. All right, so I have it the way that I want it, and I'm gonna hit continue. Now it's saying, do you want me to do the same thing for the rest of the information in that Excel spreadsheet? And we do. So we want to generate the rest of the pages. Hit generate, and a new window will open. It's okay. This is the rest of your information. Now, any machine is not perfect. Any program is not perfect. If you need to, you can go back and tweak. All right, so the only other thing that I want you to know is when you hit those generate the extra pages, your first one is still on the first page, on the first window. So what I do is I copy this whole thing, and I just go here and I put it on the second window, the window that says, or the tab that says bulk. And that is number one. So we want to go there. And the only other thing I have to do is take these brackets away. All right, boom. We have our content. All right, so once we have our content, we want to schedule this stuff. So you can X out of that first one. Make sure that you name this. All right, and I'll move myself again. So after you make sure that everything is good on your post, you want to schedule it. You can do that through Canva. And so you're going to come down here, you're going to say share on social and schedule. So I want to start scheduling mine because I'm only talking about goals this week. And there are five? There's 5 pages, there's 5 days. So I need to schedule something today. And so I want my first one to be posted at noon today. Select the channel. You should have already connected your social media channels to Canva. Select the channel that you want to post it to. I only want, and for a Facebook group, you can only post one picture at a time to begin with. So for this one, for today, I want to post page number 1. And now I need to put something in the caption. Or do I? Most times I put things in captions. Sometimes I don't. This is fairly self-explanatory, but I'm going to say, here's an example, or here's example number 1 of a set of SMART goals for our lemonade stand business. And I'm going to copy that because I'm going to be saying that for the rest of the posts. And so now make sure that you have the day correct. You have the correct destination. and the correct post and what you want to say here in the caption and schedule. And so now it's going to schedule it for you, and there you go. That may come up. That's okay. Usually what I do is I will go back to the home page, and I'll just go to the content planner. So now you see I've already begun creating content for the rest of the week. So I'm going to speed this up just to show you pretty much what I would do for the rest of the posts. All right, so that is how you create bulk content using one of the AI programs. And then use Canva to create bulk posts and then schedule them also using the content planner in Canva. So as usual, if you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you in the next how-to video.